You already know it's your boy. It's the man, the myth. All legend, baby. Grandmaster Kaz. And I need y'all to tune into the latest episode of the Casual Talk podcast featuring the Henny Boys with a live studio audience. All right? Check out the Bigga Picture Network on YouTube and watch the Casual Talk podcast with me and the Henny Boys. All right? I need you to like and subscribe. We going in. You heard? Peace.
When I decided that, I asked my mother if I could get it put on the back of my jacket. And she was like, okay, sure. So I had this windbreaker, and it was like 3-inch letters. They were yellow, and it said Milk D. My peers, my classmates abused me.
Really? They let you have it?
Yo, they teased me for years and years. They teased me. They was like, you're whack. You're never gonna make it. You sound like a girl. You know, all of that. Damn. And actually, Stevie, the way that I met Guy is that, a friend of ours, and I've been friends with his family now for 50 years. We've been friends. I met him because I was on the boat going to school, and the kids, when I would get on the boat, they would just tease. As soon as they would see me, they would tease me. They'd be like, oh, here he comes. They'd be like, oh, you're corny. You never gonna make it. You're a clown. Right? And they would just keep going, right? And one morning, I got on the boat, and they just started going so hard that I just got up, there was areas where everybody would say, I got up and just went and sat somewhere else. And I sat down, and there's this dude sitting next to me, and he was like, yo, why they fucking with you or whatever? I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be a rapper. I'll show them. I'm gonna show them. And he was like, yeah, you could be a rapper. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. And then, so we began talking, and like a few months after that, my Christmas record came out, and I had one of them in my book bag. I was like, oh, I can't wait to see him. I'm gonna give him my record. I told him I'm gonna make a record. So I was teased a lot because of my dream, and it just inspired me. And to go off into another story real quick, and it's kind of validating for me. So the main kids that used to tease me, it was 3 brothers. And they used to tease me, and I always used to say, every day I used to be like, I'm gonna show you. And about 6 years ago, I was going in the studio, and this is when Battery was still open. I was going into Battery, and hear somebody calling my real name. It's like, Kirk, is that? I turn around, I look. As soon as I saw him, I was like, oh, that was one of the brothers that used to tease me. So I go over to him, and he's a UPS guy. He's loading up the truck. And I was like, oh, hey, how you doing?
Don't get mad. UPS is hiring.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't have nothing, that's what it was. He was doing it, and we talked for a second. He turns to me, and he says, I guess you showed us, huh? And I said, because that was my thing. I used to be like, I'm going to show you.
No doubt. No doubt.
So anyway, I used to get teased a lot about it. But getting back to the creation of Top Billin. So I used to just go in and make beats every day. I was trying to work on a remix for Take It Light. And I was like, yo, I like this. This is kind of dope. Now, back then, the sampler that I had, which there's a whole nother story because they have all kinds of information about this song online. It's not true about how it was created. But I used a Boss foot pedal sampler, which only has like 2 seconds of sampling, and it has no disc or anything like that. So you can't save it. So you got to record it. Like as soon as you do it, you got to record it in order to save it.
Okay, I got you.
Right. So I made the beat and I recorded it. So now the beat's down. I'm trying to sync the Light's voice up to it. And I was just like, yo, let me just write something. So I wrote something and I recorded it, and that was it, which is what I did every day, right? I got all of these beats and rhymes and stuff. Now, this is where Daddio becomes so important to this.
I was going to ask you, what was Daddio's input into this whole thing? Because his name is definitely connected with
right.
it.
So Daddio's my mentor. He used to come over. He used to teach me how to make beats, show me different stuff.
And we talking Daddio from Stetson Sonic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Daddio from Stetson Sonic. So the next time Daddio came over, I played it for him. And I was like, yo, and he was like, He was like, yo, this is it right here. This is the one right here. I'm like, really? He was like, yo, this is the song. He said, this is the hit song. And most people don't know this, but our next single was Make It Funky, and Top Billin was the B-side, because Daddio convinced us to put it on the B-side because he had so much faith in it. Me, it was just, something else that I did, but he had the vision, and he saw it and he heard it. So that's what he didn't make the beat, right?
Right,
And
right.
he says online, which I'm fine with, he says that it was a mistake, and it's all these different versions of the story of how it was created. But the truth is, I just made it.
You made the beat. He
Yeah.
had some input. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
as
and-
far as how it would come out or what you would do with it. You know what I mean? What's the best? I mean, add it to the make it the B side. I mean,
Right,
else
he
you
had
might have
the
just held
vision
on to it. You
and
know what I
didn't
mean?
do
never
it
put out.
exactly.
And as in many other cases that happens in music, and especially in hip hop, the B sides wind up being better than the motherfucking A side,
Right.
or winds up not being better or being the hit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And
Sucker
also-
MCs. By Run DMC was a B side.
B-side.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Roxanne,
So
Roxanne.
many joints.
Yeah, so many. What?
Tears was the B-side of Bigga Girl.
Really? Yeah.
Two
yeah.
bangers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now,
both.
and sometimes you just put the wrong joint on the wrong side, or sometimes like the one is trash and the B side should have been the single. Every now and then you get both of them shits is banging, and
But-
one will rock, and then you turn it over, you're like, oh shit, this shit is hot too. Or the B side will be bigger, like Love Rap, like you said.
So, okay, so there's a little bit more to this. So, because of the way that I made the beat, right? It wasn't like a 8-bar beat or 4 bars. It was like a 6-bar beat. So what would happen is, while I was rapping over it, every time you would get to a certain point, it would sound like it was going out of sync.
Cut off and kind of start
It
over
just-
on 2 bars short. or
Right, well, the
something like
beat
that.
didn't sound like that, but when you hear the rhyme to it, it sounds like the rhyme didn't match the beat anymore. So, and this is another major contribution that Daddio made. So when we went in the studio to mix the song, every time you hear the beat come out, like Stop Scheming and Looking Hard, Daddio was like, all right, let's pull the beat out right
And
here.
then so step
And then
up
when it
if
comes
you
back in,
wanna
it
get-
sounds like it's back on beat. So that was his vision. And as a producer, that was another part, because now all of those parts that come out, you can't hear where it goes off. It just sounds like it comes back in.
Right. And then you bring it back in on
Yeah,
the
on
one from
yeah,
the top.
Right. So, and also a lot of people don't realize this. In that song, there's no, it's not like 8 bars, 6 bars. Like one verse is 5 bars, one is 6 bars, one is 7 bars. So it's like random amount of bars. So pulling the lengths of the bars. So pulling the music out really helped to keep
drops.
the drops.
Those drops.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no bass line. Okay, so that's another thing. So here's another part of the story. And
This story got legs like a motherfucker.
here's another. This is the
That is that velvet.
this is the best part of the story, and this is the biggest lesson I ever learned in my life to this day. It's still something that I live by. So we released the record, we pressed them up, we released it. We had, a bunch of singles in the living room, and every day we would put them in the envelopes with the filler. We bought a mailing list to all of the radio stations, college stations at the time, right? It wasn't no internet.
Right.
So we had to type up every label, put them on. We go to the post office. We usually take like 100 records a day. We go to the post office, which got to the point where when they would see us coming, right, they would just be like, go around the back. So it got to the point where we would just go around the back and drop the records off and then pay them the next day, because we go back and give them more records. So we're sending these records out to all of these radio stations all around the world, and we had this flyer inside. We got a phone number with an answering machine. It was like, yo, call to rate this record and tell us what you think. So they would call the number. When I would come home from school, first thing I would do is go to the answer machine to listen, and they
You
was
have 635 messages.
like, yeah, right. We're sending them out slowly, so it's like we're hitting, different areas. So every day I'm playing the messages, and they're like, this record is terrible. It's just a beat. He sounds like a girl. This is going on for months and months. Like there was one point where I came home and I was listening and I just started crying. Like I was so hurt. Like they hate this song. It's never going to work. That kind of thing.
Right.
But we just kept sending them out. And after a year, it took us a whole year of sending out these records before we finally got some positive feedback. It was a college DJ in Connecticut. I think his name was Crush. He was like, yo, this record is dope. I want y'all to come do an interview. Then we got another one from a DJ in Texas, like, oh, this record is dope. And then they slowly started coming in. And then one day, we released Top Billin and I Cram to Understand You Light song at the same time. So we were sending them out. So then one day, Marley Marl plays Light as a Rock. I Cram to Understand You. And I was like, oh, Marley got it. I was like, okay, he's got to play Top Billin. He's got to play it. First week, he doesn't play it. Second week, he doesn't play it. He's still playing I Cram to Understand You. Like the third or fourth week, played it. I was like, oh, thank God. And once Marley played it, that was it. It went nuts. Okay.
No doubt. I was going to ask you who broke the record. I don't know if it was Marley or Red Alert.
No, Red refused
who was breaking
to play
a lot of records at the time as well.
Red hated it. He refused to play.
Talk, winning New York. This is New York, nigga. New talk, winning New York. This is New York, nigga. New talk, winning New York. This is New York, nigga. New talk. I can watch a Knicks play basketball. This is New York, nigga. I can watch a Knicks play basketball. This is New York, nigga. Place your bet on us and bet it's us. In the wait was trust the jet ain't us. J-Land in your face, so pass the J. No Antonio, you just cast away. We birthed hip hop, so we got the win. Still mad I sin in the garden. Want action, but ain't no B. Put a Bill Jackson, let me call OG. Pass the cup, no more refill. No toll on bridges before me kill. I know you read just hoes, man. Before touch might need dough land. Your team stinks, I call them farts. Played your part, but you don't got Josh Hart. We got the juice, my city the proof. Clyde in my group, they know I'ma shoot. Wanna play with us, we play with toy. Give you a tip, you're just an errand boy. Winning New York. This is New York, nigga. New talk, winning New York. This is New York, nigga. New talk, winning New York. This is New York, nigga. New talk. I can watch a Knicks play basketball. This is New York, nigga. I can watch a Knicks play basketball. This is New York, nigga. New talk, winning New York. This is New York, nigga. New talk, winning New York. This is New York, nigga. New talk, winning New York. This is New York, nigga. New talk. I can watch watching Knicks play basketball. This is New York Knicks.